Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable William Samoei Ruto, made a statement that has hit the country. She said something to the effect that he, together with others, fought against the imperial presidency, alluding to the struggle that was referred to as the second liberation, that really put Kanu in its place and put an end to Moi's stay in power. This statement has been received in a manner few statements have been received in the past. You open social media platforms, it is there. Some of them are things that can make you laugh. A picture of Anyona, George Anyona. It is said this is now Ruto. A picture of Raila in handcuffs. This is Ruto. A picture of a photograph of Orengo and Shikuku and the rest at Kamkunji during Sabasaba. People say that is Ruto. I think Matiba, Rubia, and all the people who fought during the second liberation. Now, that of course was not true. It's an objective lie. Today, I want to address William Samoei Ruto on matters of character and leadership, on matters of lies and truth. This did not start with the statement that he fought for the second liberation, that he fought against the imperial president. That, of course, is not true. But there is a history that leads up to this one. Remember, after the tribal clashes of the 2007-2008, there was a Mao issue. The big fat lie about Mao that cost Raila the presidency in 2013. This was followed by another big fat lie that indeed Raila Odinga was responsible for William Ruto, going to The Hague. Again, it cost Raila. And it was a lie. It was not true. If anything, nobody fought as hard as Raila Odinga, with the help of President Kibaki then, to have our cases heard in this country by forming a tribunal, as had been recommended. William Ruto, was among those who said, let this thing go to The Hague. Actually, don't be vague. Let's go to Hague. Actually, from his mouth again, that cases at the ICC will take years upon years. So when he was finally hauled to the ICC, he then drags Raila in, using another big fat lie. And therefore tracing these lies, and I'm wondering, as my future president, William Samoei Ruto, will have to do something about the lie. Come the election of 2013, 2017, you have the lies about the stadium, with the videos doing the rounds. Speaking in January, he was saying by April, 4 months away, there will be 5 new stadia. He named them. So convincing was he in this lying that standing next to him, I could see the president was feeling very awkward. He was putting the president in a very awkward position, talking about the stadium that will be completed. In fact, he said there will not be 5, which they had promised. There will be more, just to make it good. When you look at this, then you look at in the recent past, the lies, for example, about Aidin and about the 15 billion, that he took a telephone call, called Equity Bank, and they gave an investor, upon his word, telephone. 15 billion. You would have thought he meant maybe 15 million or 150. But the fact that he repeated that in US dollars, 150 million USD, it's categorical. It's a fact. Yet it's a lie. In any case, which bank can give somebody 10 million, leave alone 15 billion, 10 million on just a telephone call, unless it's on your account, you are a rich man, you are an account holder, and therefore you can send Manyora to be given 5 billion. They can give. But a loan of 15 billion upon your word as on the telephone, as it has turned out again, is a lie. So you can see a whole range of lies associated. And there are many lies, including now when you put together the pieces. The lies about the first term of the presidency, Ruto presidency, being much more productive than this second one. Another big lie. The president himself has said he has achieved a lot more during this second term than the first term. And it's evident, you can see. Again, it's another lie. And about the loans, the deputy president was so categorical about our debts. Hata akasema people should not lecture us. We know what we are doing. We know what we are doing. We cannot take loans unless we are accountable. Today, he's talking about the loans. And this again is not being born out of facts. A huge amount of the Jubilee loans were taken between 2013 and 2017, and Ruto knows it. Why is he lying? Between 2013 and 2017, we managed to push our debts from 1.7 around there that Kibaki left to about 5 something trillion. So if you compare that, you begin to see the lies, the pattern of lies. You look at even saying the president, looking people straight in the eye and saying the president has abandoned the big four to pursue BBI. Surely, it's another lie, because that's not true. The president can chew gum and scale stairs. He can pursue BBI, but still continue running government. Of course, there are challenges. I myself have said the Jubilee government has made a lot of challenges, have made a lot of mistakes, monumental mistakes. Like, for example, to throw praises on the first term, when the kind of corruption that happened in the first term, 2013, 2017, is something nobody could even have imagined would happen. The kind of thieving that went on in that period, nobody could have imagined would happen. So I'm looking at all these lies and saying, are they good for a man who aspires to be president? The answer is no. And because I'm a good man, like I've repeatedly said, I have also said that I can see William Samoei Ruto becoming president of this country. Not 2022. For 2022, I've said it's not possible at all, under no circumstances. But I will actually be surprised if he doesn't become president in future. So for that reason, I advise my future president that character is important. The people you aspire to lead must believe in you. It is difficult for people to believe in you if they associate you with mega lies. It's very difficult. Because you can be president, you'll need to know the meaning of values and character. You'll need to know that if you want to lead a country, you must be a president who says something and people believe you are saying something. So it's going to be very difficult. Leaders make tough decisions. Tough decisions. George Bush said, I am paid to make tough decisions. Another American president I've forgotten says, the buck stops with me. I can't remember the name. So as president, you make tough decisions. When he pushed further, Bush said, I am paid to make those tough decisions. So as a president, you don't have to lie to your people. Look at Raila. He stood firm about Mao, and it cost him the presidency. That is what a leader is. You must stand for something. And my advice, free, I'm not charging anybody. My advice to those who aspire to be leaders, and in particular William Samoei Ruto, look at the string of lies associated with your name and those who were with you. Look at it positively from me and find a way of making amends. Stop the lying. Stand for something. It is for that reason. It may look very easy for you to say you cannot resign, but that has something to do with your character and believability. How will Kenyans view you as a potential president when you stand for nothing? When the president looks at you in the eyes, tells Kenyan, William Samoei Ruto, my deputy, has crossed the red line. He ought to resign. And you still occupy that office. The principle is not there. If you cannot gather the courage at this particular moment to quit government, you are spoiling your own character. And increasingly, and I would hate it, increasingly many people are going to get up to a point where, one, they associate you with lies. Two, they don't think you stand for something, that you have no principles. There is nowhere in the world where a head of state can say the things Uhuru said about you and you remain in office. You must be principled. There's nowhere in the world. And this rubbish about people talking about elected with it doesn't work. The reason why we have a deputy president, a vice president, a deputy governor, I've said repeatedly, is like a spare tire. You cannot set yourself on a journey without a spare tire. You cannot put four of them at the same time. To put it very crudely, and Prince Charles was forced, but he avoided the question. He said, look here, these are the kind of things that happen when somebody dies. To put it crudely, the deputy governor steps in when there's a vacancy. That is because people, a country doesn't want to find itself in an awkward situation that can lead to a constitutional crisis. If a president ceases to be president, if he disappears from the picture, especially suddenly, and there is nobody, to begin to reorganize for an election immediately will be very difficult. So for that, they put somebody there. And the reason why it's a ticket, you will have lied to the people of Kenya that if something happened to you, so and so will be the president. We are electing you because we believe in you as the president. But you are also giving us a spare wheel. We want to believe in that spare wheel. If you are a good man, but give us a lousy man for deputy, we will refuse to vote for you because in the event something happened to you, you want to leave us with this guy or this lady? No, we won't vote for you. This is how I want Kenyans to understand this thing of deputy. No, there's only one president at a time. And if the president says the kind of things I said about Ruto, if you stand for something, if you are a principled gentleman, I know when you leave office, there are many things you lose. I am also aware that you could be timing. You are looking for the proper timing when you leave maximum injury to Uhuru Kenyatta when you leave. I'm aware of that. But in matters of principle, you are damaging your name. Add to that this string of lies. We love you, we like you, and I know one day you'll be president. Disassociate yourself from lies, be a principled man, and show that by quitting Uhuru's government.